Right, gents, let's dive straight in. Are all these Gen Z entrepreneurs genuinely earning 10K per month plus? And if so, how? In this video, I'm going to tell you the real truth that I have observed myself as a Gen Z online business person and influencer with the men that I have seen in Bangkok, where I am right now, in Bali, in Da Nang, in Vietnam, and in Dubai, because people are always talking about how they're making 10K per month plus. They talk about it like it's really easy and that it's never been more attainable with the internet. And I want to tell you the truth about this. And by the way, if you're new to my channel, my name's Ollie. I'm a young men's personal development coach. I specifically help men to build personal brands and achieve their goals through accountability coaching. If you want to know more about that, click the link below. Now, are these guys genuinely earning this money? Short answer, some of them really are. I have seen it firsthand. There are a lot of cynics online, total losers most of the time, idiots who despise anyone with entrepreneurial flair who is building. They think that anyone selling courses or products or coaching or anything like that is a scammer. And these people are always overrepresented and overheard on the internet. They are wrong. They are completely wrong. There are genuinely teenagers who are earning 10K per month on the internet. Are they as many as it seems? No. No, they aren't. And there are people who are deceptive about it. And I'll give you a prime example of this. You've got a lot of guys at the moment who are going into remote closing. So sales. In sales, you have the setters and the closers, those at the front of the sales funnel who are setting up the calls, and then you've got the closers who are closing, dealing with the big money, right? The closers, they can make serious commission. They can make a hell of a lot of money, especially if they're closing for a high ticket, high priced product. But what a lot of them do, especially the younger lads in the early stages, is they say that they are a 10K per month closer because they might have closed 10K in revenue 1 month, but they aren't taking home 10K themselves. Their commission is lower than that. Now, it depends on the cut that they're getting. If they were getting 10% of that, right, they're still doing solid. They've still got $1,000 there as a teenager. And if they've got multiple people that they're doing that for, and they're living in somewhere like Southeast Asia, in a lot of these places, if you were on $1,000 a month, it's about the bare minimum that you could get by on and live a pretty nice life as well. All in all, my total expenses here in Bangkok are about 900 to $1,000 at the moment. So you've got these guys, right? They're claiming to be a 10K per month earner, but they're not. They're in the beginning of their journey, and they are earning, but they're not earning what they claim to be. However, like I said, there are salespeople who are earning a lot of money. Sales is a high-paid industry. It always has been. And as far as I'm concerned, it always will be. Why? Because it's fucking tough. It requires a lot of resilience. Most people can't hack it. It is an incredibly useful skill to have, and I would highly recommend going into sales if you've got the minerals to do it and you're willing to learn it. So yeah, that's the first group. Now, the second group that I want to talk about, which is linked to what we said with the scammers and the sellers, right? The courses. Unfortunately, there are a minority of scammers out there and course sellers who sell shit products. And I can give you an example of this right now. There is a lad in my block who has just been scammed by some British wide boy from Dubai who is mates with HS Tiki Toki. I can't remember his name, but he claims that he's rich through OFM, so OnlyFans marketing agencies, and crypto. He actually just lives with a porn star in Dubai who makes all the money. And from what I've been told by this guy, is a rich kid. He didn't make his money himself, but he just scammed this guy in my block out of 3.5K, right, for a course. And he blocked him on all social media. And the guy has now gone and found that there's actually a number of other guys in this position who have had the same thing. So unfortunately, these scammers do exist, right? There are these people, and they get away with it more easily because it's online and they're selling to people around the world, and small claims courts are a fucking pain in the arse to go through. So these people do exist, right? The scammers are there, but they are a tiny minority. And to be honest, a lot of the time, unless they're a really clever fraudster and scammer, it is quite obvious. They tend to be pretty wide boy. They tend to be in Dubai, right? They do exist. What you've also got are the people who, they're not scammers, but they are deceptive with what they're doing. So again, very common for them to be in Dubai, where they've got that flashy cars and money kind of Burj Khalifa picture lifestyle. And you do get them out here as well in Southeast Asia, because you can live that luxurious life out here for a lot cheaper. You know, you could come to the block where I am at the moment that has an infinity pool on the 41st floor. You could come in there, take a load of pictures and videos, make a load of content, and give the illusion that you're super rich because you're in this infinity pool, but actually the accommodation where I am is about £300 a month. With an Airbnb, it's marked up to about 500, right? But it's not exactly expensive, is it? So you do have those people that they're deceptive. Now, the flip side of that, there are the course sellers who are genuinely making a shitload of money by selling good products or cheaper products. They're just very good at marketing and leveraging their audiences. They're selling info products. There is enormous money to be made in this space. And there are plenty of people who sell very good courses. I myself have invested about 1,000 USD, because they were mainly Americans, in really good courses, one in copywriting, one in men's emotional work. They were really good stuff, and they were definitely worth the money. So they are out there. And there's people that are making a shitload of money from that. Think about it. You know, all you need is 1,000 people, as they say, and you sell them a £10 product. That's just with a £10 product. Imagine you've got 1,000 people and you're selling them a £1,000 course, right? It's a lot of money. Now, next up, the coaches. Coaching has an enormous span of earnings. There are many coaches who are making nothing at all. They just have an Instagram where they say that they're a coach, but they don't actually do any coaching. But then you've got the guys who make a serious amount of money. I've literally just got off the phone with a men's cold approach coach who is earning about 8K a month GBP, so nearly 10K a month USD. He had previously been sitting at around 4 or 5K per month GBP, working with a handful of clients, right? There is real potential there. And then you've got the other coaches who are earning serious money because they're tapping into markets where people have a lot of money. You think about these coaches to entrepreneurs at the top end, like your Tony Robbins, etc. Serious money. But when it comes to the Gen Z guys, the Gen Z coaches, some of them are earning a lot. Most of them, they're not, right? I earn a pretty average UK salary with my coaching. There are some months when it's lower and I get more of my money coming through my content that I make on YouTube. Just to be really clear as well, I get paid by TikTok. It is absolutely fuck all. It is total pennies. Last month I made £70 with an audience of 100,000. TikTok used to pay really, really good about this time a year ago, and then they cut their payment program substantially. Most TikTok creators don't make good money from TikTok. A total waste of time, I would say, as a platform. YouTube AdSense can pay a comfortable side hustle income to even higher. But yeah, the coaches, the Gen Z ones in particular, I would say they're normally earning fairly average, though some are earning very well. The next ones that I'm going to talk about that I often see making a lot of money are the OFM agency guys and the guys selling courses about OFM as well. So OFM is where you manage a model on OnlyFna or Fancy or whatever it is. You do all the marketing for her, you generate business for her, and you'll often manage her DMs as well. Sorry to break it to you if you're one of these lonely men who is spunking all your money on doing that action. It's mostly guys that you're speaking to in the chat boxes. It's not the girls, or it might be some Filipino that they've outsourced it to. So the agency owners, they will deal with all of that, and they often take a majority cut of the revenue generated by the model, at least 50%. And I've met plenty of them out here. A lot of them are French for some reason, not sure why, but they are making serious money. There was a lad in my block who I did a short about recently. He was earning about 30 to 40K euros per month doing OFM and selling courses in OFM. Now, it's up to you whether you see it as a moral industry or not. But you know what they say, sex sells, right? And the male libido is incredibly powerful, and there's a lot of lonely men with a lot of money who will spend enormous amounts on that industry. And genuinely, there are guys that are killing it in that space, young guys who are smashing it with the money. Is it a future-proof industry? We'll have to see. But yeah, it is legit. Now, the last one that I'm going to talk about are the community builders. This is kind of similar to the coaching side of things. So there's two parts to this. You've got the influencers who have their communities. Some of them are making loads of money. Look at people like Hamza. He is an exception, but there are people like him. And there's a whole spectrum. There are plenty of really young guys. Again, last week was speaking to a 21-year-old. He's earning about 9K per month GBP from his community, all off the back of just growing a YouTube, talking about personal development, lower ticket product, $99 a month for the younger guys, and they're paying it. He's making nearly 10K doing that, right? There are the people that are making absolutely shit all from their communities. There is an entire spectrum, but there are genuinely plenty of young men who are making a comfortable enough living with their communities. And a community is actually an avenue that I was looking at building and maybe starting again soon, just for the monthly recurring revenue, and because I quite like community rather than just doing one-to-one. So community is another space where people are making money. Then with that, you've got the growth operators. So growth operators are guys that pair up with influencers and they help them to build out the community. They take a minority cut. So how much money are they making? It depends on how well the community is doing. If they've paired up with a major influencer who has a very large community that's making a lot of money, let's say that community is making 10 to 30K per month, and they're getting a 20 to 30, sometimes 40% split of that, they're making a lot of money as well. So yes, there are plenty of guys who are making loads of money. What I will say, however, is more of them are not. There are more young lads who are trying to make it. They're in their early stages and they're not rich. They're not earning that buzzword 10K per month than there are the ones who are. But the opportunity genuinely is real, right? And a lot of young lads, I think they're really taken in by that and they fall into this state of comparison. How I do it as well, myself sometimes, you know, I'll see that well, I'll give you an example of this, right? I was chatting to these lads a while back. They're 16 years old. They're at school in Australia and they're earning like 3K per month USD with a school community. And I think about it like, fuck me, man, like at 16 years old, like it's really impressive for some of them, but it is rare, right? It is rare. There are plenty of young lads who are talking like they're making all this money, particularly the funnel builders and the appointment setters. You get DMs from them all the time. Yo, Ollie, want me to show you how I can help you make 69K within the first week of working together, like we did with insert random guy stood in front of a condo or yacht in Miami or Dubai, right, pulling figures out their arse. You've got all these young lads who have no commercial experience whatsoever, and they're claiming that they're earning loads of money, and anybody who's over the age of 21 is just like, oh, come on, like, who are you trying to fool, mate? You can see that you still live with your parents, but right, it's a good thing that they're entrepreneurial still. It's good that they're doing it. But yeah, there are plenty of young lads out there who are bullshitting what they're earning. But there are the guys that are earning comfortably. So there is a fantastic opportunity for you there. And look, like I said, if you are an ambitious man who has goals that you want to achieve, but you lack the accountability and the direction and the mindset to get there, this is something that I would be very happy to help you with. If you're an ambitious man who wants to build a personal brand, I've built a personal brand of over 120,000 across 3 platforms. I can also help you with this. If you'd like to learn more, make sure that you click the link below, and I will see you in the next video.